No, but what I wanted to talk about, man, we talked about change and everything last week. Um, and I guess today, man, I want to talk about like our grieving process because yesterday I lost my uncle. My uncle passed away,
Oh
and
man.
Condolences.
you know what I'm saying. And thank you. And I just been processing that, and then I got in a car accident last night. You know what I'm saying. So I'm still like healing up.
Man, what is
So
with you in these
Again?
car
yes,
accidents,
bro.
bro?
Lady ran the
Nigga be
stop
like, yeah,
sign,
I
man.
died last week. Yeah, like, come on, bro.
Yo, look, I found out my uncle passed away that morning, getting a car accident that evening. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's crazy, man, because to be honest, this car accident, I ain't gonna say shook me up, but I
That's
feel it
crazy.
more. I feel it more like physically, but also mentally too, because it's like, dang, man, like, yo, life is like that short.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like the balancing act of like going for what you want and knowing you like knowing it in your heart this is what your purpose is, but then balancing everything out, and then you get this moment where like my uncle, I was really closer with him when I was younger, and then over time, it kind of separated, but it kind of hit you a little hard, and I just want to know, like, man, I know all of us, man, everybody, that's one thing that's guaranteed, death. um
Yeah.
it's coming to all of us, man,
Facts.
and we don't know when, but like, yo, like how do y'all deal with like y'all grieving process, man? Because it seems like for me, it's like I'm in autopilot mode for real, but it's like I know when I go see him, I know it's gonna like trigger something else. You know what I'm saying? So like, how y'all deal with like y'all grieving process?
That's me, bro. I'm always the stronghold for the rest of the families. Uh, Usually whoever it is that I'm there for their support, and then I have to process it on my own. But death doesn't usually hit me now until it hit me. Like what I mean by that is, all right, since I'm more of a spiritual being, right? I let things happen naturally. So I ain't trying to use a personal experience, but uh, somebody that was close to me, was like a second mom to me, had passed, right?
Mm.
In my mind, it was like, okay, let me be strong for all of her actual children. It wasn't my mom. She was like a mom to me. So I was strong for the family. Held them up, gave them a safe space, let them cry, get it out, hit me up if you need me, what else I could do, all of that. And when I came home, every time it just reiterates that be grateful for what you have and who you have, right?
Mm.
And within the midst of that, I had went to take a shower, and that's where I was at my own peace, my own space, and I just had a brief thought of her, and I bust out in tears, man.
Yeah,
I'm a crybaby when it comes to the death and the losing loved ones. Yeah, I'm a shit. It ain't gonna hit me until I shed some tears. That's when my grief process really start. Until then, I've really for real, I'm kind of avoided.
yeah,
you
yeah,
know, until I get some time to myself to actually process it. My process includes tears. I'm gonna cry about you. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah. What you got, Keith?
Oh man. Death is an interesting thing, right? Because I always say the older I've gotten, the easier it has been to manage when someone I care about, passes
Hmm.
away. Of course, I'm like Trey. I'm a Leo too. When I'm in that room, I'm gonna shed a few tears, a few thug tears, but I ain't gonna be sobbing because I'm be trying to be there for, the people that's like breaking down and whatnot. I'm trying to be strong for them, and I don't know. I think it comes easier when I think it comes easier when you can accept that death is a natural thing and it's going to happen. Like Paul just said, that's the only thing guaranteed to us. I will say, when I hear about somebody passing, I sit in silence, and I just try to accept it. I don't think about, oh, I ain't go talk to this person no more or anything. I try to reflect on how this person has impacted me, the positive things I can take away from this person. Because death should be not a sad time, but a celebration of life more so than agonizing misery. But yeah, I would say just I try to accept it. I shed my few tears, but I leave it at the funeral or wherever the celebration is, and then I might get a little angry depending on who it is. If it was like one of my brothers or something, or mama, mama gonna be, that's gonna be the bad one. But yeah, that's good. That's gonna be me rolling on the floor and everything. But I just, I'll let it fuel me. I let it fuel me to just keep on going after what I'm going after, because they wouldn't want me to sit there and just, be sad and, fall off my game and whatnot. So that's just my personal point of view.
Yeah. Yo, G, I know you're in the background doing work, bro. You got anything to add?
Hey, DJ G, a man with many hats.
Yeah, exactly.
My B, man.
You good. You got anything you want to add to how you deal with the grieving process, man, losing somebody you love and care about?
I mean, honestly, to tell you the truth, I have mixed feelings about it, man. And I'm not trying to Are y'all hearing a lot of noise in the background?
Yeah,
it just went away though.
I don't know. It looked like somebody kicked me off.
Right, Alonzo, turn your screen on.
You kicked off?
Can y'all see me?
I can see you.
Okay, all right. On my screen, where I was, it's somebody else named Alonzo there, but his camera off or whatever.
I'm about to say it's all 5 of us, right?
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, but you're still on, Keith.
Okay, all right, cool. It's all
good.
Yeah. So I have mixed feelings about when it comes to death and Now I want y'all to hear me out before y'all say something.
All right, no, where you going? Go ahead.
Kanye, bro. There's a lot of controversy. Go ahead.
I don't think, man, Trey, I don't think it's controversy, man. I just, I think weird, man.
What's weird? Weirdest
man, not think
I'm
weird. I think outside. I don't know if it's me, but I'm a heavy thinking. I just think about different ways. I just don't try to always say, I don't know if it's because I don't know what's wrong with me, man. I don't know how to explain it, but I just think about it. Like the start of, I think people fake care when people die.
I see that.
Now, the reason why I say that is because maybe one instance where, like maybe let's say like your parents might die, something like that, or your one of a rich aunt or rich grandpa dies, something like that. Everybody cry for the funeral, but everybody want to get a piece of that money because they care about that money further along.
Yeah.
What's the name? What's the rapper called that died the Migos dude?
Take off.
Yeah. Young Dolph died. All these people died. Nobody even pay attention to them no more. It's just like they just float away. It seems like everybody get their flowers until they die. That's what they say, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, do you really care, or you just care for a moment and then you keep on pushing off and you keep on going? So sometimes at the end of the day, people die. It's just like the circle of life, and I think people are just, they act like they care. I really believe that sometimes, man. And it's not like to be mean, like I'm being malicious, but I just watch it. I'll look at somebody and I'll be like, bro, you were just crying for 10 minutes, and then you was like, all right, man, what a blunt. I was like, nigga, don't you care? What happened, man? Or I mean, I'm just not understanding. Or when it comes to death, I'll see I'll see a family member die over something like the same disease, that hypertension or something like that, and then right at the funeral, all right, bro, everybody, let's have 10
Fried chicken
shots,
and string
fried
beans.
chicken and 10 shots and everything that just killed the dude, and y'all still eating it like you don't care, like you didn't see the effects on them. It just, I think about stuff like that when I'm sitting around and I just be quiet. I just be sitting thinking like, bro, y'all don't really care, bro, because y'all care, y'all would have changed. If y'all cared, y'all would have loved them when they were here. Y'all really, really cared. So I'm like, you know,
I get what you're saying.
with it, you know?
People take the opportunity to make these moments about themselves instead of the actual
Mhm.
person. And first of all, long live Dolph. He was a big old Leo too. So
Oh,
That was
I'm
my
on Dolph
boy.
every day.
I care. Shit. I'm still
Yeah, I
riding the
care.
dog.
Yeah,
I be like,
yeah.
man, I miss him. I miss Nip. When Nip was gone, man, we got the
yeah.
same birthday. It's
He was a
like a
big, yep. He
kinetic,
was a
you
big
know what
old
I mean?
Leo.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's
You
different.
know,
Nipsey was a
But
Leo?
Nip was
same day
Leo.
as Trey. Same day as Trey.
Dang, okay. I didn't even know. Dang,
So
y'all rolling heavy right now, yo. Great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
real heavy.
my emphasis on it, and I love this because it is perspective. What I see it is as you don't realize what you got till it's gone.
Right.
So I know for a fact, I don't know if y'all have done this, but death motivates me. I think we talked about that in the
Mm.
motivation episode. It's like, how is it going to be when I pass? Like, what are people going to say? What you going to be remembered for and stuff like that. So I know for a fact there is going to be a bountiful amount of people that's going to say, man, he was always smiling. He was always this and that. And I know it's gonna be people like AJ that's like, nigga, you won't hang around him. Shut up. You know what I'm saying? So
Damn.
at the same, so I think it's more of a I think it's more of a people like to add on to the moment, or like maybe they'll cherish it in a different way. Maybe this is their moment of grief for that person if they're not that close or connected to them, so they'll just share their expressions, what they remember, what they felt at the moment, because I ain't never met Nip, you know what I'm saying? So for me to be like, yo, you know what I mean? But I learned a lot from him, you know what I'm saying? So when I express feelings, when I express what I thought and what I learned and how pivotal it was for what he was doing, somebody else, a family member could look at me like, yo, you never even met this guy, you know what I'm saying? So it could be deemed as fake, but to me it's real, I just haven't had the opportunity for it to soak in as much as if it was a actual relative. So I can't give the same type of emotion. But I definitely understand what you're saying, because going back to ownership and assets, that's been the issue. It's been a whole feud. And when it comes to passing stuff, we're gonna have an episode on it.
Mm.
When you don't meet them deadlines, there's consequences. You can get locked up for not properly acquiring a property that was handed down to you
Yep.
within a certain time frame. And all of the beneficiaries is really only one executive, you know what I'm saying,
Mm.
who's handling everything. And everybody else just got their hand out, where my money? And it's like,
Yeah.
dog, we don't even care about the money. I'd rather have the person.
Yeah. Facts.
I'd rather have the person than what they leaving behind. Shoot,
And
if you was
and
really,
True.
if you was really
Go
that
ahead.
close to the person, what they acquired, they did it in their lifetime. They could have taught and showed you how to do it. So while you out here looking for a handout, you could have been working with this person, but you didn't realize what you had until it was gone. You know what I mean? A
And that's
lot of
natural.
people do
That's
that.
natural human, and I think that's natural human behavior. Cause I think I feel like when we pass and everything like that, man, we gonna have it'll be a lot of people. Once I die, I don't care because I'm not here. You know what I'm saying? So it don't matter to me. But hopefully, people come in and show out and pay respects
I
and
care.
everything like that. But
Bitch, you better
I think
cry.
I think what it is man, sometimes all you got to do is have one interaction. Look, Keith. But look, all you
Oh,
gotta have is
good.
one good interaction with somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
for instance, Trey, we had my man that passed away, that we used to work out with. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm.
man, he was a cool dude, man. we talked to him a little bit outside of working out, but while we was working out, man, he left an imprint on us, you know.
Yeah.
And so, you know, if I known about the services, I would have pulled up. I didn't know him like that, but sometimes people just make a mark and leave a mark on you where it's just like, yo, man, they passed away. Yo, like I gotta go pay my respects sometimes, and I think that's what the other part of it that we kind of got to keep in mind too with some of those people. But then you got the other fake ones that just want to show out and things like that. You know what I'm saying? And, yeah, you know what I'm saying. And I'm not saying they're not grieving, but they do extra. You know what I'm saying? Like they going above and beyond. But you can't tell somebody how to grieve and all that stuff, man. But I think, man, you know, with the process that I'm going through now, is all this stuff, man, is like that battery in my back. And I really feel like that accident is like that extra, like I'm always looking for motivation. I'm always looking for something to like, yo, like, cause to me, everything, I really live by the fact that nothing happens to me, it happened for me. It's something I'm learning from every single situation, whether good or bad.
You gotta have to be motivated though.
Look, everything is a motivation to me, and just to it was like the realization of everything. Like I told y'all when I got in my car accident, like almost exactly a year ago. It's like, dang, like, yo, it can end that fast. So I heard about somebody else passing that I know I grew up with. He took care of me when I was younger. I hear about him dying, and then I get in a car accident, and then boom, you know, it won't like a fast pace. You know, I was going like 25. I was really right down the street from my house, like right down the street. But it was a slow pace. But still, it's just a fact of like, yo, like, dang, it could have been just like that, man. Like just like that.
I ain't trying to hear none of this shit. I'm about to go on Amazon right now and find a student driver sticker to put on your car.
Nah.
Yo, hey, I just got bad luck, man.
Paul gotta be rolling in some insurance money somewhere. Like
I'm about to, man. Listen, I'm about to put a student driver.
They said they trying to take me. Somebody trying to take me out, man. They put like a little hex on me or something. Hey, they gotta work harder to get me though.
Hey,
yo, you gotta work hard.
One of them shorties got a voodoo doll of you and just running a toy car.
Yeah, and they over there doing this, man.
Man, that shit crazy. I'm like, bro, what is going on over there?
You know what I'm saying? You need to be able to be motivated.
I'm glad you're good, Paul, man. I'm glad you're good.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. But yeah, hey, man, it's real though, man. You gotta really be careful out here, man. I mean, when you really think about it, this gonna sound crazy, but it's so easy to die out here.
It is.
Yeah.
It is, bro.
It is.
Have y'all ever seen the show like 1,000 Ways to like die, something like that? Have y'all seen that show?
That was my shit. Yeah.
Bro, people be dying over some crazy stuff. I'm like, dang.
It's some freaky ass niggas out here dying over some kink shit, you know, and some Hey, I'm just saying, man, I was addicted to that shit, man. I was like, yo. My bad.
Hey, I'm not supposed to be laughing like that, yo. I'm supposed to be like, my chest
my bad.
Yeah. He said there's some freak boys out here, yeah.
He said freak boys. See, y'all, they don't start it, bro. Y'all already started it, bro.
Oh, no, man. But no, for real, though, man, like, I want to take the time out, man. Everybody that's watching this, man, and especially to my fellas, yo, like, yo, man, I appreciate all of y'all, yo. And yo, man, we here for a reason, for real, man. Like, that's the thing. I really realized, like, yo, damn, like, Paul, I don't know how many more lives I got left, but yo, I'm still here for a reason, though. So, you know, it's like, yo, Paul, you ain't got them. And there's also a realization of, like, I thought about my uncle. He probably was like in his 60s. My grandmother passed away in her 60s. A lot of people is dying like younger, you know what I'm saying? But then I also got my grandma that lived with my parents. She she pushing her upper 80s and stuff like that. But if you think about it, we split in the middle, 70 years old. we damn near halfway through our life if we get to that point. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, like, man, go out here and enjoy life, enjoy these moments, man. Tell the people you love and care about that you love them and you care for them, man. You could be there for them as much as you possibly can without, overcompensating, because people got to be adults and take care of themselves as well too. So we go out here, we help people. We ain't gonna do it for them. But it's just, man, I just want to tell everybody out there, man, I appreciate you, man. Y'all going through tough times or anything like that, man. Y'all gotta keep y'all heads up, man, because it's a reason y'all still living and breathing, yo.
Facts.
So make sure you take
Very true.
work on that purpose for real.
Hey, Paul, all this talking, all this,
and to touch more on the grieving process, what I was gonna say, to touch more on the grieving process, like I started off like ignoring it, like avoiding it. I don't ignore it, I acknowledge it, but it doesn't hit me until I either see the person. So most of the time now, I don't go to the funeral, or if I do go to the funeral, I'm not going up to the casket, because I want to keep your visualization of what I remember you as versus, how you look in that coffin. But then I take the time to myself, get the tears out. But after that, I replay the moments that I've had with you, and all of the conversations that we've had, those stick with me. Like he said, what did I learn from you? And now what I look at it as is I got another angel guarding me. So I got more protection. You know what I mean? I got another spirit that's following me. I got another person that I could talk to in my lonely. You know what I'm saying? I got another person that I could channel, I could tap into and still get your spirit. That's why that energy never dies. I can still tap into your spirit and get what I need from you. I can still talk to you. So a whole lot of people feel like, dang, I ain't gonna never talk to this person again. I ain't gonna never see him again type. That doesn't happen for me. And a lot of times it usually starts through a dream. Like my dreams be so realistic, bro. I be like, was this a dream? You know, like that won't a dream. Like this happened just now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know what you mean. I've been there. Yeah.
That's when it's like imprinted, like it's a reality to me. So death, to me, to simplify it, is really just the absence of the body. But that spirit or that embodiment of that person is always with me. Always with me.
Yeah, absolutely, man. What you got, Keith? I know you wanted to say something.
Oh no, I was saying, Paul, all this talk about death now is a good time to promo, part of your business,
Hey, look, man.
For the younger man out here.
Hey, look, Keith
I
told me
don't
the
miss on the
alley.
opportunity to promo.
Yo, man, Keith told me the alley. I appreciate that, man. For everybody that's tuning in that don't know already, I am a licensed life insurance agent.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying? And like I said, death is guaranteed to all of us. And the thing is, we don't know the time, place, when it's going to happen. And for the people out there, man, you don't want to leave that burden behind. I mean, we're going through this process now.
You need to say that again, man. You a what?
Licensed life insurance agent.
Yeah.
And I'm a licensed investor. Got my 6 and 63 as well. So I can help with that as well. But going to the topic at hand, man, you don't want to leave that burden behind. And that's actually how I got into doing life insurance. When this is probably like 2013, my cousin got killed up in Detroit, and I went up to the funeral, and I seen how everybody was trying to figure out how to bury him because he didn't have no life insurance and he didn't have no savings set aside. So we had to figure out how to pay for everything. Luckily, we was able to take care of that, get them buried properly and all that stuff. But then maybe like a year after that, man, I got introduced to the opportunity to be able to sell life insurance with the company. And man, I jumped at the opportunity because I see, especially in the Black community, man, that's one of our biggest things, man, making sure that not only do we have life insurance, but also having the proper amount of life insurance, because for the single people out there, you don't need a lot, but you just want to make sure, man, you don't leave that burden behind to your parents that have to bury their child and deal with the grief of that, and then figure out how to pay for to put their child in the ground. You know what I'm saying? Or cremate them or whatever you want to do. That's tough enough. But then you got your people out here like myself that got kids and things like that, or you might have a wife like Trey, and you know you got a spouse, and if something was to happen to you, you want to make sure that they can continue the same standard of living, if not better, for your child or for your spouse or whatever, man. So they don't got the struggle of you moving into a new house, like we talk about the ownership thing. That's another part of the ownership is when you got a 2-income household and somebody passes away, how do you pay for it now? And you locked into it. You own it now. It's your property. You got to figure it out, or else the bank will come snatch it from you. And that's where, if somebody passed away, having the right amount of life insurance can take care of that burden that's be left behind to somebody else. So, you know, I appreciate that. Keith's always looking out, man.
I got one for Trey and G2, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I know we about to get ready to wrap up. But I mean, I promote mine, man. Let's go through the list, man. Trey, what you got for me? Oh, go ahead, Keith.
You know, we talk like Paul just said. Death. It's easy to die out here, but there are ways that you can extend your life. You can live long and look good by getting with the G-Way Fitness program and Nutriment First products.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all can see it. Nutriment First products. You know what I'm saying? So, G, tell them a little about how you help people extend their lives. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Man, I just want you to live long and look good, man. Just to be around. That's all we care about, man. That's all we care about. We just care about living. We don't want to. We just like I said. We had that talk a while ago, man. I just don't want people to go ahead and die early when they, you know, before when they need to be living long. I mean, I don't like going to funerals and people dying because they ain't eating right. I don't like to go to funerals because they ain't living. They ain't working out. They ain't taking care of their body. Basically, I don't like anything that's caused by you. Now, if you accidentally get hit by an airplane out of anywhere, I'm gonna be sad. I'm like, dang, you couldn't do nothing about that. Dang, like, she's just, I ain't got no choice but to cry. But if you just dying, I know you dying from hypertension, you dying from most likely a heart attack because you eating wrong or high blood pressure or something like that. I'm sad, of course. Like even Trey said, I may, you never know. Thugs cry. I may shed a tear. But then 10 minutes later, I'm gonna get angry. I'll be like, bro, I ain't gotta go through this pain and you being gone because you could have prevented that, bro. Why you do that? You done got the whole family all sad and people, you got family sad, you got kids sad, everybody sad because of something you could have changed. Like, why you ain't just do that, bro? I get mad. I'm like, come on, man. So here at the GA, man, we just try to figure out a way for you to just live life comfortably, still have fun, but still keep in the back of your mind that you need to eat a little bit healthier so you can be around for your family. That's my goal, man. Again, you ain't got to have no six-pack. You ain't got to run no marathon. You ain't got to be on no stage. I just want you to go to the doctor and they be like, oh, you money. I'm like, all right, that's all we care about. Let's keep on going. That's all I care. The doctor said you good, then we rolling. Let's do what we got to do.
Yes, sir.
For sure. And you know, after you get with G-Way and you start looking good, and you want to structure your stuff a little bit. You know, like me, I got the guns out today because I've been in the gym.
Right, I see the shoulders coming in. It's always the shoulders on y'all.
But y'all think this the lighting right here? No, this that shine. This that shine right there. This that shine right here. You see my forehead shining and everything. You know, it's a reason. Like you gotta glaze
that
those.
shine.
Yeah, you gotta glaze those. You gotta glaze those muscles, man. When you I'm kind of light skinned too, but you know, as G said, you know, you can put it on everywhere. So put that shine on, man. Go ahead, tell them about that.
Put it on everywhere. I told you, man. You already know where I put it at. I put it everywhere. I be real disrespectful. I'm sorry.
My bad, Paul.
Yo, we got wrap it up soon, yo. My chest hurt like one.
I know.
Take an Advil.
You gotta go, Paul.
No, we can wrap it up. We gotta let Trey get his shit off. You know what I'm saying?
You need to go take.
I know I had one more topic, but if y'all gotta go, y'all gotta go.
I'm good. I'm good.
I can try to push through a little bit. Go ahead, though, Trey. We gotta let Trey do his promo.
Go ahead. Do you know? Yeah, I gotta hear it, man. Go tell.
You know what I'm saying? So that's where you get your mind right. Understand that even within the grief process, it is still checking in with your mental health. It is still a mindset. How do you perceive this? What are you going to get from this? Like, of course you're emotional. Of course you're going to feel something. That's normal. But if you just stay in the mind frame of what you lost, then you'll never feel good about it. You'll never feel like you can move forward, and you don't want to stay stuck. Like we've already covered, most of these
Facts.
people, if they love us, most of these people don't want us to be stuck, don't want us to grief over them. Not for long anyway. Me, yeah, grief over me because I want to make sure I made an imprint, but don't stay there. Feel something, and keep on moving. You know what I mean? Shut it up.
My bad. My bad.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah, hey, I might have to jump off after this one, y'all. Yeah.
My bad, Paul. My bad. I can't help it. I laugh at everything, bro. I laugh at everything, man. I
Yeah.
like that shit, bro.
You know what I mean? But we go. So it's definitely being self-aware, and being self-aware, acknowledging yourself, what you're feeling, how you're feeling, and then being able to deal with it, finding different means and outlets to be able to deal with it, talking to people that can understand. Talk to us. We here, you know, and I think it's a big plus because it's all within connectivity. You know, if you didn't feel anything from somebody else's absence, that means you wasn't connected to that person, you know. And everything that we're doing here is to make an impact, is to leave y'all with something. We talk about assets, you know, these things that we're instilling in you all as well as ourselves is to be carried about throughout life. It's generational. So it's about connectivity. So you should be proud that you were able to connect with somebody with such a deeper meaning than, you know, some scratching on the surface, that you feel some type of way about them not being here. But then you also gaining everything that they had to give while they were here. So keep that in mind.